Hi, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. I just wanted to tell you about one thing that I learned today. I'm taking a new course regarding that's kind of a counseling course, and I'm really enjoying that. It's learning new things that I didn't know before. I always enjoy learning. It just makes me to feel alive that I'm still capable of learning way more things. Besides that, the subject is really interesting. And one thing that I learned that probably we all know, but sometimes we just need a poke, right? Was about the customer service. So it was saying that actually when you are counseling somebody, you are in the position of the customer service and you have to be in you have act in a way that grab the attention and the trust of the people that you are serving, right? And one example that was very interesting, it was just showing that a person who's sitting in the back of the desk, you mean in the position of the authority, like a counselor, and talking to the other person that was not showing on the other side. And the counselor that is sitting here is putting a bag, a paper bag on the head completely. The head is completely inside of the paper bag and he's talking to the other person, right? And it's asked that, how do you feel that if somebody talks to you in that way, right? That seemed very interesting. Just one simple picture can trigger your mind that, and then ask you, this might be one situation that you talk to the other person without paying attention to the needs, to the desire, to the beliefs, and all so many things, the things that are going on and happening in their life, and so many other things without noticing anything. It's just speaking to them. So it doesn't work that way, right? So it reminded me of like one time I was way younger and I went to a doctor with my sister because she had a problem, she had a skin problem. And you know, sometimes the doctor's office is so crowded that they had to just see you in like in 10 minutes, right? And then as soon as we get into the room, he asked a few questions, and without being, we even couldn't sit properly. And he already had written the prescription. My sister and I were so angry and disappointed that what's wrong with this physician? He even didn't ask us properly what has happened, what has been the situation, how do I feel, how did it progress, and this and that and that. And guess what? What will happen if a doctor does such a thing? And a counselor or whoever that's in the position of advising something to you, how probable is that you get that advice and act upon that? Probably zero, or at least you're not doing that willingly or happily, right? So obviously you will not get that result. And guess what? That physician or that counselor is not getting the good result, right? Because it reminded me like for the time that I was working as a physician, right? Because, you know, it doesn't happen many times that you have to satisfy or go after the patients as customers, right? When you work in a hospital, they come to you, you're not going after them. But it happens when, if you have a business as a physician, like for example, when I was working at my own practice, so at that time, I had started learning some about this business stuff that you have to do the customer service, right? You have to provide the customer service. You have to grab the attention of the people so that they come back, right? So that's exactly like our business, like as an entrepreneur. That's true that mm, we are willing to serve the people, and we are looking at that angle. But don't forget, and we should not forget, and I should not forget that although I am serving the people, that's the whole thing. But as I am going to make money out of that also, and even by giving the service, I should always pay attention that I have to serve them in a way that they are willing to come to me and they are willing to come back, right? So that was kind of a poke that grabbed my attention. That was very interesting to me. I like to share it with you. All right, so that was my thing for today, and I hope you have a great weekend ahead. Bye.